Welcome to today's walkthrough of Aeqium. Aeqium is a compensation management tool that you can use to prepare, manage, execute, communicate, and also analyze your compensation rounds. So if any of you are still using Sheets, which by the way, about 40% of you statistically are, then this is going to make your life so much easier. So let's check it out. I'm really excited today to talk about Aeqium because Spencer, who's one of the co-founders, was one of the first people who I spoke to when I started Stakkd, and he's been an absolute supporter of what we're trying to do to kind of shake up the way HR and TA professionals find tech. So really excited today to share with you what they've been building. Everything we do today is going to be from the perspective of an admin. So right now we're in a compensation cycle that has been already set up, and this is the admin dashboard for you to manage and navigate what's going on and set everything up. Here at the top, you can see we have some indications of how your round is progressing, and as things change within your round and as people make edits and changes, they will automatically show up here so you can see already what's going on very quickly. Now, if we scroll down here, you can see that you have your Excel style sheet that you would normally have for your round, but everything here is in the tool and you can set it up with all the columns that you want in the settings, which I'll show you later. Here you can see that if you scroll across, everything that you would want to see is there. You have your salary bands, where people are in the salary bands. You can see if people need to have promotions. And of course, you have your performance ratings, which you can then adjust and change. And once you do that, it will show up what you've set in the back end as the kind of standard for that type of rating that you have, if you have that. And it will also enable you to override that if you decide that you want to enable managers to override it. So if you go across here, you'll see all the changes. And as we'll put 15,000 in here, you'll automatically see things changing. And then up the top here, you would then see a change as well. So that's kind of the sheet view that everyone will see once you send them their access, but they'll only see the people that they need to see. So the good thing about this tool is that you no longer have to worry about the security access of all the different sheets in the web that you've created, because this tool does it automatically for you based on your management levels in the system. And of course, this tool enables you to bring in all the data from all your different systems. So it enables you to bring in from all your major HRIS systems, also your performance management systems, also your equity systems, and basically anything you can get an export out of and upload into here. If it's not one of the tools that integrate, you can do it. And now we're going to have a look at an employee summary. So let's click on Gary and see what he has. So here we see a total compensation overview, as well as what makes up the compensation and the changes over time. And then we can scroll down and see his salary in relation to other employees or in relation to the band, as well as the same for his equity. And then down here, we see a timeline of changes, which of course, if you don't have them in this tool, you can upload them from a different system to enable you to have that history to be seen. Now, what we're going to do is have a look at other things you can do as an admin. So the cycle monitor function is really cool because you can scroll out and see a nice organizational view of where things are at. So where are the changes coming from? Who's holding up things? Who needs a reminder to submit their, review sheets? So here you can see progress. When was the last time someone, logged in and did something? You can also see where the salary spend is coming from. And you can already then, as a business partner, then, work with your managers. If you're already seeing things go off track, or if you're seeing that things aren't progressing, you can then use this to really easily find where in the organization you need to put your energy. And of course, if someone isn't doing what they should be doing or needs a little bit of a nudge, you can always click here and it will enable you to kind of filter who gets those nudges. So people maybe who haven't submitted yet, or people who haven't, done what they should be doing, you can send them an email and remind them. And now we're going to go into reports. Reports are really cool because you can customize all the reports and see all the data in different ways. Now, to do this in Excel would always take a lot of time and be super annoying to change. But here it makes it really easy because you can just drag and drop. So you can see some examples here of some reports that maybe indicate interesting things for you if you want to see them. So maybe average current salary by department and location. But also you can see things related to performance rating, and really any field in the system. You can go in and add a report, drag and drop them and build out a report, see an example of it here, and then you have that. So it's really, really easy to change, add, and create something to get the view that you really need to have. So again, this is all very customizable to make it as easy as possible. But also, if you're used to working in Sheets, it's a very similar function in that it looks like it's kind of like a pivot table. Now we're going to go up and have a look at settings as an admin to set up a round. So this one's already set up, but of course, if you were doing this for the first time, you would need to set up kind of the general settings of that round and what you want to see. So here you can obviously name your round, but also check the kind of currency you want to have. And then in columns, you add the columns that you want to see on this kind of sheet view that we had a look at earlier. So you can click things on and off depending on how you want that to show up. But you can also have custom columns. So really any columns that you want to see, you can put in there. And then what it does is really cool as well, enables you to have formulas and validation. So if you want to have formulas that calculate fields based on fields, I won't go into detail now, but it enables you to basically, very similar to an Excel sheet, but a lot easier, take different fields within your system, create a calculation, mathematical equation, and then pop out an answer. And that can be already done here very easily in the back end of the system. And of course, it allows you to set a budget if you want to set budgets. What's also really interesting is that they have an insight section, which kind of highlights all the things you maybe want to have a look at. So things where people are sitting below the bands or people's total cash is below the band. So it highlights that and lets you kind of go through. And again, it gives you the areas that you need to spend maybe a little bit more time on. It makes it that much easier for you to do it quickly. And then they have different features here. So they have a pay equity feature, which you have to kind of toggle on to see. So it's something, an extra feature that you can get with them, which is really cool if you want to see that within your business, which everyone should want to see that in their business. They have a very cool feature that you can enable to do that, as well as bands. So you can go in here and have a look at the different bands for everyone. And then there's also an offer function, which I won't go into now, but if you want to know about it, check out that at the team with Aeqium. And of course, if you're a manager, you can have a look at the team view. And here you can go up and see your own compensation and have a look at your kind of employee summary, the total comp that you have and the makeup of that and the changes over time, as well as a wealth of other information that they enable you to put in the employee view card. That concludes our walkthrough demo of Aeqium. If you'd like to find out more about them, you can check them out on beta.stakkd.tech, and we look forward to seeing you for the next walkthrough demo soon. Make sure to like and subscribe, and of course, follow us on LinkedIn so you don't miss out on anything.